My name is Corin and I'm the Guest Services Coordinator here at Camp Sealth. Today we're going to be going on a wetland plant ID hike. Here at Camp Sealth we're really lucky to have multiple ecosystems. Today we're going to be talking about our wetlands. A wetland is an area that's saturated with water either permanently or seasonally. Here at Camp Sealth our wetlands are permanent. We're really lucky to have a wetland because they support lots of new growth and they also filter out toxins from the environment. Here we have the western skunk cabbage. It can be recognized by its big green waxy leaves, the yellow flowers, and the odor that it produces. This odor attracts insects to help pollinate the flowers. The skunk cabbage was used by Native Americans for basket weavings and drinking cups. Here you can see some stinging nettles. Nettles are recognized by their jagged, heart-shaped leaves, and the leaves grow opposite from one another. They're also really high in vitamin C, and some people like to make a tea out of them. It said it tastes kind of like green tea. They're called stinging nettles because the underside and the stalk of the nettle are covered in small hairs that produce a histamine reaction when animals or people touch them. They are safe to touch on the top. Example of cleaver. We also like to call cleaver the Velcro plant. The way that the cleaver works is it sticks to an animal's fur, and then when they walk around the forest, it disperses the plant. Above me, you can see some salmon berry. Salmon berry can be identified by its bright pink flowers and triad of leaves. When ripe, the berries range from yellow to pink to red. The bush is called salmon berry because the ripened berries look like a bunch of salmon eggs. Another way to identify the salmon berry is if you fold down the top leaf, the remaining two leaves look like a butterfly. Here we have an example of a giant horsetail. While this is just a new sprout, they can actually grow to be up to 5 feet tall. The Native Americans used these as pot scrubbers due to their very stiff and coarse bristles. Here we have an example of a bracken fern. You can tell this is a bracken fern because it's one of the only ferns that actually has branches coming out from the stem. It's also one of the only deciduous ferns here at camp, which means that it dies off in the winter and then grows anew in the spring. Thank you for watching our Wetlands Plant ID video. If you're out and about in your neighborhoods and you see any of the cool plants that we've ID'd today, snap a picture and tag us on social media. Stay happy and healthy and safe out there.